Hi and welcome back to a new episode. Previous episode was very exciting. We got the engine working. Eventually I realised I had made a slight wiring error, got that sorted, got the lights working. So this episode is all about getting the engine timing, ignition timing sorted. I've done this before on the Vespa, so I'm hoping it's the same kind of routine. And we're going to get it properly strobed and we'll see how this one pans out. So in order to find top dead center of the piston, I need to have a piston stop, so I can stop the piston on one rotation, turn the engine the other way, stop it on the other rotation, and then the top dead center is going to be between those two. Now what I did with the Vespa is I got an old spark plug which I smashed out and cleared off all the porcelain, and I've got a long bolt which will, and I threaded the inside of that, so I can thread that on like a saw, block that off there, should be fine. So there's my piston stop, so I can now go and find top dead center. Okay, so we've got the piston stop tucked in to the cylinder. I had to extend it probably another 5 or 8 mil than I originally said to make sure it's actually touching on the piston. So that's that done. And then on this side, what I've done is I've marked, I want top dead center to be marked somewhere around about kind of 1 o'clock position on the mag housing, and then my timing is going to go back this way. It just makes it easy for me to see. So I've made a mark on the flywheel. Don't know how well you can see that there, and if I turn the flywheel, he says, I can, that's just now touching against the piston stop. So I'm going to make a mark on the mag housing there, so those two line up, and then I'm going to turn one full rotation until there we're just touching against the piston stop, and the mark is now there. So that's one rotation, that's the other rotation. Exactly halfway between those two is going to be top dead center. So what I'm going to do is pull the flywheel off, put the timing disc on, because that can then measure it much more accurately than trying to sort of estimate it with a ruler. Okay, so with the timing disc on, first mark I've set at 0, and the second mark comes out, I don't know whether you'll see this, but it comes out at, I can't quite get the angle right with the camera, but it comes out at 38 degrees. So I need halfway around that, which is 19 degrees. It's going to be my top dead center mark. I can't film and do this accurately enough, but there we go, at 19 degrees, that's my top dead center mark. So what I'm going to do is make a little notch in the mag housing, so I know that's set permanent. So there we go, I've now got a kind of permanent little notch in there at 19 degrees. So that's my top dead center. So I'm probably going to rub those two out because they're just going to get in the way. Okay, we've now got 0 on the wheel set at top dead center, and I've got a variable ignition timing. Not sure why I got it, but it was one that became available to me, so I snapped it up. So we're going to go with that for now. I've seen different recommendations for initial setup at fast tick over, which is going to be around about 2000 revs. Some have said 24, some have gone low as 21. So I'm going to start off with 22. So I'm going to mark 22 before top dead centre. I'm also going to mark 18, and I'm also going to mark probably like 15 or something like that. I'll have a think, see how close they are when I actually set them up. So let's mark those up next. So there we go, we've got 22 degrees, 20, 18 and 16, with 22 and 18 kind of highlighted. So let's fit the flywheel, let's torque it down, start it up, strobe it and see where we're at the moment. Okay, so flywheel's back on and torqued down. I've made a mark on the flywheel now which corresponds to top dead centre, and when I strobe it we want to see whether we can get that close to the 22 degree mark down there. So that's our first job. We've put the spark plug in, we've got our strobe gun, cheap strobe gun that I've used previously, set up. So let's give that a go. Right, hopefully you could see that. The timing mark was way too far to the left, so I need to take the disc off and move the stator around. Right, we're on next afternoon, and the first thing I've done is I've upgraded from this flywheel holding tool that came with the kit. It's just not really strong enough, and you can see that it kind of bends a bit when I've been trying to get the flywheel off. So I've bought an absolute jocker. Oh, love it, nothing like a big spanner. And what that means is that when it's on the flywheel gripping there, the other end catches on the ground, so it locks it, which means I can then undo the nut in the middle really easy. That works really well. So that's the first thing we've done. And what we're going to do now is, if I remember correctly from yesterday, my timing point at fast tick over was probably about there, and I wanted it either 22 or maybe even 21 degrees, so just inside that there. So what I need to do is undo the 3 bolts that are holding the stator in place, and I need to turn it clockwise a little bit, which is going to move that timing point round nearer to 22-21 degrees. So that's what we're going to do now. Unfortunately it's a bit of a long process because you have to sort of change the stator, move it round, fix the flywheel, torque it down, get the engine running, strobe it. Is it correct? Isn't it correct? Take it all apart again, move it again. But it's just a time-consuming program. It's not technical, but time-consuming. So we're going to crack on with that now. So I'm not going to keep filming me moving everything and rebuilding everything and taking it apart again and so on. I'm just going to keep doing this off camera until I've got the strobing where I want it. Okay, so I'll see you in either 10 minutes or 3 hours. Right, no idea whether that will have come out on camera, but first time of setting, unbelievable. I've now got fast tick over there, which is 21 degrees before top dead centre, which is what I saw on a couple of forums and on a couple of manufacturers' shops, scooter shops websites, saying recommend 21 degrees, and then obviously it will change as the revs go up, that number drops down, but with the more modern fuels I think that's where I'm at. So that I think probably ends this video. We've got the timing done, that was the main goal. Where I go next I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure whether I'm going to put all the bits underneath the seat, so do the toolbox. This has to, the airbox will have to come back out. We'll do the toolbox and the petrol tank, and then put the airbox back in, and that will include the toolbox door. So that would be an obvious thing to do, and then I've just got to start the full bodywork, side panels, floorboards, leg shield, mudguard, and hung cover, which will be the last kind of stage of those, but they're going to take me a long time because I'm not very good at that. But we have a running scooter, we have it correct timed, it is working, everything's good. So I shall see you next time.